So, hi folks, hello again. This is Parami Voice IT Club. So on the 25th of November 2023. So now tonight we are having a club member of the Parami's Environmental Club, which is like she is also like a secretary of the club. So we are having my Kirajo, the secretary of Environmental Club. So we are kind of like doing an exclusive interview with them. So let's start with it. Let's start with this. So, okay. Hello. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me tonight. So I'm excited to learn more about your club and the work you're doing on campus.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm also glad to be here and then to have an interview with you.
Okay. So let's get started. So first of all, we all know about this environmental club is established this semester. So it's kind of say like this is new to all of the students and for the club itself as well. So what inspired the creation of this club and what is the primary mission or goal?
Yeah, so the pyramid called the founder of the clubs. So at this time, we met in person, especially most of the members are from the Tanjilani hubs. As we all know, like environmental issue become a global issue. And then global issue and then in Myanmar is also facing those kind of environmental issues such as like deforestation, and then like loss of biodiversity and water pollution and the sustainable development and so on. And then those kind of issues are happening severely and then this can affect in our daily life. And then we all assume that so environmental issue needs to be addressed urgently. And in addition to this, so when we talk about the environmental issue, so the existing traditional organization, they address and then they do like conservation of the wild animal, and then they reduce the plastics. So, but we think we assume that the environmental issue needs to deal with the politics and the economics. So we need to address the environmental issue from the perspectives of like critical thinking and systematic thinking, and then we want to address why this kind of issues are happening and how the developed country takes advantage from the developing country, and then how we do the conservation of the environment effectively. And that's why so our main focus is like to address the environmental issue critically and then systematically. And yeah, these are the main the main core and the main values of our clubs. So by the way, can you say the second question again, the second part?
Sure. So what is it that the primary goal of this club?
Yeah, so this is the primary code, and then we want like all of the class members to aware the environmental issue thoroughly, and then we encourage the primary student and then all of the youth like to take part actively in addressing the environmental issue. Yeah, these are the main code and the main values of our club.
Okay, so I noticed you mentioned about a wide range of environmental conservation, which is includes about the conservation of wild animals and plastic pollution and how we can manage and reduce our plastic daily usage in our daily lives. So how does this club, the environmental club, contribute to the university community?
Yeah, so mainly we focus on the awareness session because we all agree that like environmental education is vital to suppress the awareness among the young people, and then between the university community. And then so it's our main focus is to get awareness, and then whatever we do, like any causes, we have to use from environmental perspective, because all of our action like economy and social development, all of the things are impacts on the environmental issue. So we encourage the professor and all of the students to consider the environmental perspective, whatever we do and whatever we learn. So yeah. And then I think the second part is maybe like the unique thing, right?
Yes. As we already know, like there's lots, how can I say, a couple of student-led clubs at Parami community, or within the Parami community. So, out of them, so what makes it unique among these clubs?
Yeah. So the unique thing, like, yeah, our environmental classes, we also that is we need to address urgently, and then it is very essential. And then the unique thing may be like we have different perspectives. So we focus on the like spreading awareness, but beyond that awareness session and then sharing session, we focus on like to practice in our daily life. Yeah.
Thank you. So I want to go with like some, how can I say, I want to go with to like club management sector or kind of like that. So could you describe the core values or maybe like the principle that guide this class decision making process and activities?
As the objectives of our clubs, there are three main objectives generally. The first thing is like to empower the youth as critical and responsible citizen in environmental issue. The second objective is to raise environmental education, and then the final one is like to live the youth bar in environmental challenges. In decision-making roles, we practice like democratic systems in our groups. Then we always do collective decision and then all-inclusive decision, because when we make activity or the like decision, so the precedents we explain, and then we take the general consensus from all of the members. So we encourage the like collaborated activities and collaborative habit among the fashion of our club.
So as we got like a diverse range of background, which is rich in like maybe ethnicity or culture, or like we got a variety of range of diversity in at Prami community. So how does the club foster an inclusive and supportive environment for all our members with these background?
Yeah. So as we all know, so like Private University is a lot of like diversity. So we also appreciate the diversity. Others we set as our clubs with the mainly focus on the like Damjilani Hub. So we got the member from across the country. Most of them are from Damjilani Hubs, and then one of our member is from Mandalay. Mandalay, Yangon, and then Daegu. And then so to be an all-inclusive community and an all-inclusive activity, we ran both online and offline activities. And then, but in the future, we are planning to do like environmental sharing session or the environmental events in different places. And then we usually do the bi-weekly meeting. Like to meet all of the member, and then in that member we explain the process, the fashion, and the activity that are doing in the management team, and then we report all of the fashion and all of the decision we made, and in that weekly meeting, and then we listen the voice from our member, and then we consider their suggestion in doing activities and the admins. Yeah, in that way, so we are trying to be an all-inclusive community.
Thank you. So Now I want to go with like your club activities. So what are some some current events or recent events that is held by the environmental club? Maybe like both in person and online.
Yes. Last month we did a watch party. So it's about watching videos about the indigenous people, in how the indigenous peoples related and involved in conservation of the environment, and then the clash between governmental state and then our like indigenous people. So we did last month. And then for the ongoing activities, we are doing two activities right now. So the first one is like a campaign. So it's a campaign to reduce the plastics. So I think 3 members, including me, are leading this campaign. And in this campaign, we made the third week of every month as a campaign period, and then the campaign will last 3 months at the end of the month. So at the end of the campaign, we will plant a tree for individual who participate in the campaign. So this is the first activity, and the second activity is one day environmental event that will be happening tomorrow. So these 2 activities are happening right now.
That sounds interesting. I think this is like a brilliant ideas and how can I say, to encourage the individuals or maybe the student and Parami community within the Parami community to reduce their plastic usage in their daily life.
Yeah.
So could you clarify about the campaign? I noticed you mentioned about like your club doing like a campaign which is all about planting a tree for those who can reduce as possible as they can. So could you clarify about that?
So the campaign is starting. So it's the first month and the first week of the campaign. We are starting right now. And then so especially like we use 3R methods in this campaign, like reduce, reuse, and recycle. And then in our daily life. So we are warmly welcome for individuals who want to participate in the campaign. So like all of the clubs and all of the staff from Parami community, so we are warmly welcome. And then so I think that the campaign will last 3 months. And then we have to post how much we reduce in a month at the end of in a month in workplace. And then after this campaign, so our member decided to plant a tree for individual who took participate in that campaign with their names on the tree. So so we will do that activity in Dangji. So after this campaign, and then we will take all of the responsibility like to alive that tree. So with the participant name.
Okay, so like for those who are interested in the campaign, all they just need to do is like just to reduce the plastic usage in their daily life as possible as they can. So and the club we're gonna have the responsibility to take care of the tree as they grow up, right? So, like I wonder like where, how can I say, the club, where are you gonna do this event, in the Tongji land have property or in the public property? Planting a tree, I mean.
So we will plant the trees in Tangji, but this is the public place. So there's a place. So there is a little far from our learning hub. So we call on this mountain. So is there another organization that are trying to plant like in the mountain. So we will collaborate with that organization, and we will plant the tree like on the mountain, especially how can I say, So in the public area, so they will plant like cherry trees, then palm trees, those kind of thing. So each participant will have the chance to choose the tree they want to grow. So I think for some of them, they want to grow cherry trees and a pine tree, so they will got the chance to choose the tree. And then we will put their name on plan.
Yeah, so let me confirm it again, like, how can we can participate in this event?
Yes, they only need to accept the challenge, and then during the periods of the campaign, so when we are doing the challenging, we have to reduce our plastics, the use of the plastics, and then for example, like when we go to the market, so we have to bring the like brackets, and then so we have to refuse like the plastic bags and to take the plastic bag. And then on the other way is like when we go to the restaurants, we can take our own chopsticks and then forks or spoons like this, and then we have to record those kind of activity activity, and then they have to put how much they reduce like in a day or maybe in a week. They have to prove their activities by posting their activity on the workplace. So yeah, they just need to do it, and then every month they have to post those kind of activities on the workplace, and how much they reduce and the reuse or the recycles and the plastics, especially the plastics in their daily lives. So they just need to do it, and then by doing that activity, so they can participate in our campaign.
So thank you for your clarification on this campaign. So I want to go with another question. So, how so we heard about the the news about the members in this environmental club have their enthusiasm in the environmental pollution and marine pollution or some of the environmental sectors. So my question is like, how do these events, how do these your club activities foster a sense of community among members, and how do they contribute to personal development of the members?
Yeah, so as I mentioned before, so our main focus is like to get awareness of the environmental issue, and then how we can participate in to preserve of the for the conservation of the environment. So this is our main focus and the first the priority of our action. And the second thing is to take action and then how to practice in our daily life and effectively. So we don't want just sharing session and then knowing. So we don't want those kind of things. So we want like doing practical and then doing practically and then like taking action, and how to taking action to that problems, and then how can we take part individually and then as individual level and the community level, how we can contribute and how we can take part in conservation of the environment. So is this we have the two priority thing to get awareness and to take action. So these are the main focus on our groups.
Okay, so as you mentioned earlier, so we got the your club mission and vision. So is there any specific objective does the club want to achieve in this academic year of 2024 to 2023?
Yeah, so we also has the future plans like in-person environmental events, and then in-person activity like picking up the plastic bags, and then advocating the people to reduce the plastic bags, especially in the market area. So we will do those kind of activity after the allocation of the budget.
So like, thank you for sharing your insight with me tonight. So uh, I'm sure this information will be helpful to the student at primary university or prospective student who are going to apply for primary university, and those who are interested in the environmental issue. So yeah, thank you for taking the time with me tonight.
Thank you very much for inviting me, and I'm really glad to share the activity and then like the fashion of our clubs. So in the future, I'm also I would be grateful to join again.
Thank you.